Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and this is my second video with one of my own personal take on the possibility of what the future of Windows is all about. And I don't know what you guys will think. I like to have your input of what you think of my ideas. So the first one, of course, we talked about Windows 10. I talked about how it's never been seen before that 3 years before the end of life of a Windows OS, that it's so high in market share, 71%. Plus, it decreases so slowly that, even if it loses 10% a year, well, 30% means it'll still be 40% back where, a few months are at the end, which also would be unseen because the highest number we have at the end is 29%. Just a couple of months before from Windows XP. So this is kind of interesting because it puts Microsoft in a very delicate spot here. What will they do? Now, one of the biggest problems of the operating systems for Windows 11 is its high minimum requirements. If we look at Windows 11, its uptick is slower than Windows 10. So that we've seen, it's roughly 15%, and Windows 10 in the first year was at 21 already. So definitely people were going to Windows 10 faster than Windows 11. And it doesn't even seem that Windows 10 people are actually moving to Windows 11 that much. It would seem that when you look at numbers and how much the gain is and how much Windows 10 has lost, that at the beginning, and we have the numbers here, at the beginning, this here might be showing us that definitely there's a part of Windows 10's market share that went to Windows 11 probably in the first months with the release of Windows 11. And that's the enthusiasts that moved on. But after that, we're pretty much stabilizing. The decline is extremely slow. When you look at the Windows 11's uptick, which tells us that this uptick, which goes faster than the decline of Windows 10, tells us that the numbers of more Windows 11 is not at the cost of loss of users on Windows 10. It comes from somewhere else, and part of it could be some Windows 7 users that are still there and moving on to a new system, a new computer. And of course, they end up with a Windows 11 computer because the decline of Windows 7 is faster right now than the decline of Windows 10. And it could be new PCs also that are being sold. And so this tells us that the decline of Windows 10 is not very, very fast. The uptick in Windows 11 is kind of slow. And we even see that there's numbers, because we have the contradiction in numbers with Windows 11. The latest Steam report seems to show that actually Windows 11 among gamers has lost more than 1% in a month. So we're kind of stagnating. I think Windows 11 is kind of at this level of, it's pretty much stagnating at a certain level. And a lot of the problems of Windows 11's slow uptick is the minimum requirements. It's obvious that Windows 11 might have been to the level of Windows 10 if it would have let everybody on Windows 10 move on to Windows 11. And there's no reason for that not to happen, actually. So my second scenario, in Windows 10 being so high and Microsoft going to have to take some decisions before the end of support in 2025, it's 3 years, but at the slow decline of Windows 10 right now, I can't see Windows 10 being abandoned 3 years from now. Would Microsoft decide at some point, okay, gone are the minimum requirements, we have decided that Windows 11 will be open to every Windows 10 user, starting with a specific version. And this is another thing that I've been thinking is, could Microsoft back down and say, look, we made a mistake, and yeah, we're going back, and minimum requirements are gone, or at least lower, add the 6th and the 7th generation of CPUs, and throttle down from TPM 2.0 to TPM 1.2. Here you had a lot more machines. You had a lot more users. And that could be something they could think of, maybe. So that's my second scenario. If Microsoft doesn't want to extend support for Windows 10, they absolutely want it to go away, then could Microsoft be thinking at some point, okay, we're dropping minimum requirements to Windows 11? What do you guys think about this second scenario that I'm just pushing here? If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.